I'll show you, you thief. Ha! Now I've got him. Give up.
Easy! I surrender!
You've been loitering around where you don't think you've been a... You'll pay a fine. And if... That bastard...
Was möchtest?
What's new with...
Nicht viel. If you are looking for some...
Pay his Steuern because he claims he has a piece of paper saying he doesn't.
A tankard of ale.
Let me guess. The deadline today. Tell me, what do you need? You dob me in.
Are you crazy? Why would I dob you in?
Look, just drop it, will you? Gossiping about
Hey,
it won't do anyone
innkeeper!
any good.
That beer! You think I'll blurt it out to the first person I meet?
No, I just want to be sure nobody finds out.
Heaven, you're seeing this. How can I help you?
I need...
We'd be and for how?
Let's talk...
Agreed then. I'm sure you'll enjoy your stay.
Work...
Easy. You just go up.
Today's a scorcher.
It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
Wirst du das tun, worüber wir gesprochen haben?
I don't know yet.
I'm sorry.
Good day.
I'm sorry.
So.
I'm sorry.
With the local amateurs.
It is better to learn. Gepriesen sein.
Who are you?
Ich and with
Henry.
ein he consent you can when you
I'd like to...
Wunderbar. But the Schwerter will be blunt, yeah? We do not want to lose our hands, aber kein Harnisch. No armor, only...
Sure. Just training swords. No...
Good. Take off the steel and armor. You can keep your gun.
You are a brave fechter. Why not test yourself again?
All right, Menhard.
Gut, Hein. How about,
Vet.
wie sagt man da? For some Groschen, ja?
Naturally. We're not going to work up a sweat for no...
Gut. We have spoken enough. So, Heinrich, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's do it.
What the? No! No! Back!
That's enough! You know full well you've no right to conduct the art of sword fighting here. That's the privilege of our brotherhood.
Halt die Klappe. I am Meister of Longsword. You well know this right we have from the charter of your King Wenzel himself.
Meister Menhart, let me remind you that your petition was discussed by the town council, and your claim was rejected.
That decision was not just, and it went against the will of your king.
It's no use arguing, Deutscher. The council represents the king, and the council has decided in his name. Nicholas of Prague here is also a master longswordsman, and we don't need another. Any more than we need your foreign poses.
Right then. So I will face your Nikolaus or any other man. We shall see then who is der wahre Meister and who is just full of hot air.
Well, I'm ready when you are, Master Menhart.
No, I forbid any dueling here.
Master Nicholas, do not allow yourself to be provoked by this German cock-baiting. No doubt where they come from, they would rather hack each other in the streets than respect law and order. But here, we have more sense. A dignity. If anyone is to clash swords here, it will only be when our brotherhood convenes a tournament. Not when some Hundsfott feels like it.
Fick dich, du Metzgerschwein. Enough of this, all of you! The council has decided this matter, and I won't waste any more time with your squabbling. You've infringed on our regulations, and it's not the first time. You'll pay a fine.
Scheiße. That is ungerecht. Not just.
And you will be banished from the town, so that nothing like this happens again.
Councillor, Menhard and Arn are friends of our good King Wenceslas. That's why they have his charter, isn't it? You don't want to treat someone of that stature like a common criminal or troublemaker. Show them the courtesy they deserve.
Fuck courtesy. To the pillory with them.
Trampling their honor and dignity underfoot is the same as trampling on the honor and dignity of our king.
Easy, Master Butcher. Kindly leave this matter to me. So, Master...
Henry.
Henry here is right in some respects. You have a charter from King Wenceslas, which, in truth, I cannot simply ignore. You will not be banished from the town, but I warn you, should this be repeated again, it will not be overlooked.
Ich verstehe, Ratsherr. Yes.
Good. I'm pleased to hear it. Nevertheless, you have actually been conducting the art of sword fighting illicitly. You shall therefore pay a fine, to which the Kutenberg Sword-Fighting Brotherhood will be entitled for the infringement of their right, which also applies to your eloquent spokesman, Henry.
Councillor, that would be all well and good if things were as you say. That's not actually how it is. Because Meister Menhard here was not conducting any sword-fighting art.
Horseshit! What else would you be meeting up here with swords for, eh?
If he had actually been conducting the art of sword fighting, but Master Menhard here was only defending his honor in a duel because I wronged him.
Ja, that is true.
Every man has the right to defend his honor. But tell me, how exactly did you offend Master Menhard so inexcusably that it came to swords?
I promised Menhard a horse, but he hurt his leg on the way. Menhard didn't want a lame horse, and he asked for his coin back.
Richtig, du Dieb.
I didn't want to pay him back, so I ran off. Only he caught up with me and came at me, sword in hand.
Das stimmt.
I understand. But remember next time, Menhard, take a stick to a thief, not a sword. Unless you want to end up in trouble yourself.
Verstanden, Ratsherr. Danke. Komm, Heinrich. Let us finish dealing with this matter. We are lodging in the Schenkel Kaiser Karl, not far from here on Merchantstrasse. We will discuss our business there.
Fuck you and your Groschen, du Feigling.
You could kiss my ass.
Count yourself lucky you had your pal here. Otherwise, we'd have dragged you out of town with our teeth.
Dummheit! You would lose your teeth blitzschnell and end up on your arsch.
Stop this shit, all of you! I'm sure you all have better things to do. So off you go!
You shouldn't be out here alone like this. Awful things have been happening here.
Excuse me.
You have to hear this. In Silver Scarlets, they say, without warning, attacked by human troops. In one afternoon, they burned down... Greetings to you.
Greetings to you, friend.
Look here, Menhard.
Warte! First the Geld you owe me for the Pferd.
Third, the horse. But
Vielleicht, aber... So pay up!
all right, just calm down.
You should see your Gesicht! I'm only joking! Auf jeden Fall, thank you for standing up for us and dealing with Fridush. We appreciate that, be assured. It is good we do not have to leave the town or pay any Geld to those fools. That would be eine Schande, a disgrace. Auf jeden Fall, it is not over yet with those Kuttenberger Fechter. We must somehow compete with them to preserve our honor and glory. It is not possible that a Meister such as I can be rejected and humiliated.
Richtig. Es muss Gerechtigkeit geben.
Listen, Menhard. Tell me what it's all about. You have some charter from King Wenceslas.
Ja, genau.
Well, actually, I'd be interested in knowing everything.
Of course. Hör mal. Your King Wenzel sent me the charter and invited me here to Kuttenberg to set up a Bruderschaft der Fechter. I should serve here for 3 Jahre and teach Fechter. Then I would choose a new Meister from among them who would take my place when I went back to Frankfurt.
How come you came all this way for that? Wouldn't you be better off in Frankfurt?
Ja, aber King Wenzel promised much Geld. But the most important is my honor and my duty to teach good Fechten. The Frankfurt Meisters of Langschwert travel thus and start sword fighting schools in towns of Deutschland und anderen Ländern. And one cannot refuse an invitation from the Tschechischen König. King Wenzel promised it would all be settled by the Kuttenberg Stadtrat. But before we got here, alles war anders. Ein neuer Stadtrat. Wenzel held captive and König Sigismund here with a big army. What is more, there was here already a Bruderschaft der Fechter. And Meister Nikolaus aus Prague came at the invitation of the Metzger Emmeram and other Bürger. Sigismund named a new Stadtrat, and they accepted Nikolaus and rejected our Charta. That is why I muss mich duellieren with Nikolaus and the anderen, to defend my guten Ruf and mein Recht. Aber they have refused, made cowardly excuses, and want to get rid of uns.
But our right remains. The Charta vom König Wenzel spricht klar.
Ja, we cannot just walk away and allow this öffentliche shame to continue.
Menhard, Ich habe dis Idee. Aber Problem ist, we need a third man. Aber jetzt Schicksalsmeis upon us. And Heinrich ist hier.
Verstanden.
Heinrich will greifen us an der Arme. Ein einfacher kleiner Einbruch and we will beat them in their own game.
What's he saying?
We need your help, Heinrich. You will have to do a little theft for us. It is an easy job, keine Sorge.
All right. I have a feeling you're in the right. And besides, you serve King Wenceslas. You can count on me.
Wunderbar.
Also zugestimmt? You will not be sorry. I will teach you many secrets of die Kunst des Schwertes. I will make you a great Fechter. Arne, lass es uns hören.
Also, es ist einfach. You must into der Fechthalle einbrechen und ihr Gildenschwert stehlen and then hang it am Rathaus.
Menhard?
Es ist so. You must break into their sword fighting hall and steal their Gildenschwert. Guild sword. They must not see you. You can recognize the sword sicher. It is surely a Meisterwerk. Then you must hang it on the Rathaus for alle Bürger to see. But no one must see you. Vielleicht it is best to go at night? Verstehst du?
When it rains, it pours.
All right. I understand what you want from me. But tell me, what's the point of hanging the sword on the town hall?
Daran liegt der ganze Kniff.
Genau. Hanging the sword means a challenge. So it will look like they made this challenge. Because everyone knows their Gildenschwert. Then we will come and accept this challenge. They will have to fight gegen uns. Otherwise, it will be eine große Schande. A disgrace!
Ah, I get it. Really devious, Arn.
Ha, ich weiß.
Where do I find that sword fighting hall?
Natürlich hier in Kuttenberg, near the new gate. There on the corner is the Badehaus of Herr Adam. Die Fechthalle, the sword fighting hall, is behind it. Opposite the small Burg on the Burgenstraße. Hradek Quarter. Du wirst sie leicht finden. They have a shield hanging up, and you will hear the swords ring.
All right, I'll steal their guild and shirt and hang it on the town hall. Klar.
Wunderbar. The main thing is they must not see you. And if anything goes wrong, do not kill anyone. That would spoil our plan.
Yeah, murder can make things awkward.
Gut. Agreed. When it is fertig, come and tell me.
Come and take your pick.
I'll be with you. I'll have a look.
Apparently, the city council is organizing another collection for repairs to the fortifications. Careful, it's not safe here.
Come closer, don't be Good day to you.
Show me your way.
What can you do?
Sing down rain again.
spare a coin.
Love of Christ, help out a wretch. Have some compassion, good people. You have a kind heart.
Chuck your shit into my yard. And I'm telling you, that piece of land is mine.
Now, fellas. You're not going to squabble like children, are you?
Keep your nose out of it, all right? This slob here empties his chamber pot in my yard every day.
That piece of yard is mine.
And again, there's a fence.
Which has no business being there.
Can you explain to me what's going on?
This is dumping his shit in my yard. What don't you understand?
Except the yard is mine.
The fence is where it is for a reason. For the 1000th time, you saggy bald whoreson. If you want to complain, go to the bailiff.
And I'm telling you, for the 1000th time, I have no wish to talk to the magistrate when he's your brother-in-law. I'd rather have nails hammered up my arse.
Keep fucking with me, and that's exactly what you'll get.
If your neighbour isn't happy about where the fence is, I think you should try to work something out.
We are working something out, if you hadn't noticed. So stop sticking your oar in and let us get on with it.
Look, how about this? You let him dump his shit on your dung pile, and you give him some apples in return. Instead of bickering over that patch of yard, you can share it equally.
What? No way!
He's not getting my apples, not for anything.
You're both idiots.
And what's it to you, anyway?
That's the first sensible thing you've said all day. We'll teach you not to meddle in other people's business.
You're a dead man.
Watch.
These days, no one's ever really safe.
I'm all yours. Fuck you!
That's mad. Why'd he do it? Hurt anyone else?
You want to try?
Take that fucker out, damn it!
Show what you're made of. Didn't see that.
Stop beating him. I hope he doesn't hurt anyone else.
Didn't see that one coming, eh?
Help me, barman.
I'm wounded! Go fuck!
This is unbelievable.
Stocks with him.
Didn't see that one coming, eh?
I hope he doesn't hurt anyone else. Hey, stop fighting.
you lying here for? Lord in heaven. What happened to you? Wake up. There you go.
You silly doggy. Hey, what's wrong? Wake up!
The lads will help me get him, the fucker.
I'm looking for a fella called Goatskin.
I don't know you. If you're after something, go and see Chenyik. And stay out of the way.
And where can I find this Chenyik?
He'll be here somewhere. He usually sits next to Hugo, our oldest regular.
Right. The service might be a bit slow here.
That's fucking free.
I'm looking for a fella called Goatskin. Do you know him?
Aye. But I reckon I ain't gonna tell you nothing.
Why not?
Because I don't know you. Although the way you're kitted out, you seem like you might fit in here.
Who are you? And your people?
Well, I'm Chenyik.
All right. But why all that horse shit about whether I'd fit in with you or not?
Look at it like this. This is a place for a certain sort of people what have their own rules. Although folk usually think we don't play by no rules.
Ah, I reckon I see now.
Grand.
You don't know me, and you don't want to tell me anything. I get that. But there must be some way I can get you to trust me. I'm sure there are things I can help you with.
Course there is. But we're mainly looking for fellas what can handle themselves. Ever since this town got a new lord, we've had to use a bit of violence now and again, innit?
I don't have any problem with violence.
Most times a fella tells me that, it ends badly for him. Anyways, if you want to join us and get some jobs, go across the yard to the barn. You'll find Goliath there, and he'll let you know if you're up to it or not. And if you get through that alive, come back here and we'll talk.
I'll be on my way.
All right. And if you feel up to it...
Nothing to your... How can I help?
Certainly.
I'll have a look.
Fear.
I hope you find what you look...
Is it true you
No blood. What we do here, teeth fly in all directions.
That sounds like something for me.
As you would, but if Damian, Zavish or Goliath
You can't scare...
have it your way.
Here we are.
Here.
Well, a fight with Damian is first up for you. Zavish is up second. When he's sober, he's not worth a damn.
And can't you get those drinks into him?
I could, but Zavish has quite... But I won't let him fight if he's sober. The last one is...
Maybe I'll be...
I know, Goliath, and I know... Well, and that's that. We hold the fight, and one more thing. No...
Wonderful. What's new in this?
Oh, there was this bloke here in Fancy. He said he was looking for a blacksmith who'll... I think he said he lived in the inn, and that's...
That doesn't sound...
I'm so hungry I could eat a horse.
It looks like Mole is pretty certain you're gonna...
Oh, I reckon it's really true.
Where'd you learn to...
My father gave me thrashings when I was little. He only stopped when
Jesus
I broke both his
Christ.
hands. Ever since then,
Well,
no one's defeated me.
might be better today than on the day we actually beat it.
Chenyak sent me.
That shit
Huh.
good.
Why not? First take that kit, take off all your armor. Best strip off on top. Or at least to your shirt.
Did you feed Steve yet?
yeah.
What did you get him?
Ronnie.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Is there any left?
Yeah.
Okay, lovely.
Well?
You again. First take off all your armor. Best strip off on top.
Hello.
Don't forget we have D&D tonight.
Oh, yeah.
So. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Well?
You again. Come on now. You're in for an ass kicking, you piece of shit. Ha! Ha! And that's what I call an opener. Take that, you shit! Fucking hell!
Why did you do that?
Course!
I beat you once.
Oh, you mean back then, do you? It wasn't myself.
And now you think...
I don't think so.
You surprise me. Not many fellas can stand up to Goliath.
You know how it is. The bigger they come, the harder they fall. It's all in the technique, innit, mate?
You ain't wrong. If you want to give it another go, have a word with Mole. We have...
I'm looking for Goatskin.
Aye. Thing is, ain't nobody seen him here for a few days.
But he used to come here.
Aye. He was here day in, day out. Only this time some burly lads came here and duffed him up proper.
Do you know the men who beat him up?
No. But there were some Jews among them, and that's pretty odd. Seeing as how they don't usually get mixed up in nothing.
Why did they give him such a beating? Did they say anything?
Well, Goatskin is a right knob end. Always asking for it, he is. But I reckon this time it was about his big gob. The last week he was coming, throwing glint around. And when we squeezed him about where he got the coin, he said he was spying for some lord.
And does this lord have a name?
He didn't say. We didn't swallow his yarn about spying, anyway. We reckoned he made a score and just wanted to look like a big man.
What happened to Goatskin?
Does anyone know where he is now?
No word, but I reckon he's holed up somewhere, licking his wounds. Seems he's stuck his nose in a wasp's nest, and he won't be sticking it out again for a while. If you're going to look for him, try it at night. He don't stray far when he's on the job, usually between Hradec and the horse market. He goes after drunks, so I try asking in the local drinking dens.
All right. What does he look like, though? He can't be the only fella who likes to relieve drunks of their purses.
God's truth, but you'll know Goatskin when you see him. They call him that on account of how he got kicked in the head by a goat as a nipper. He's got a dent in his forehead you could use for a game of marbles.
What?
I'm sure...
Between the horse market and Hradec, and then there's the big bathhouse.
Any others?
None I...
Thanks.
I wish you luck then. Once you're done with him, come by and see us. Seems I've...
If you've got some job for me, you can tell me straight up. So what kind of work do you have for me?
A job worthy of your skills. But first, just a little test to see that you're not as dim-witted as that. What is Wycliffe's?
Wycliffe's first thing?
Not a good start. Second question. Which estate has the greatest...
The commoners.
Correct! The Reformation must start from the bottom and ignite like a flame in the hearts of all, so that in the end the Holy Church itself will be set ablaze with purifying fire.
After our talk about goatskin, I didn't think you'd know about these things.
You thought we were just paupers who couldn't count to 5, didn't you? But now let's see who's the pauper. Last question. Who is the rightful king of Bohemia?
Wenceslas. There's no doubt about it.
Indeed. All right. Now let's talk about the job. Maybe this will disappoint you a little, but it concerns Wenceslas's brother. It's he who will secure your place in our humble company.
And then I'll get cheaper beer, and you'll let me borrow your loaded dice?
Ha! You missed these people here by half a century. We call ourselves the Guild. We profess the ideals of equality and brotherhood. Our only law is the Holy Bible. Worldly justice is as fickle as a common whore, yielding to those who are in power.
Justice for me or the gallows. Aren't you afraid to end up there?
Friend, one must be willing to suffer for the truth. Sigismund is a usurper. And the church and the magistrates are but a lowly horse spreading her legs for Sigismund. As long as we go against Sigismund and honor the scripture, our souls remain pure.
What if I go and tell the bailiff you're calling him a whore? Just out of courtesy, you know?
Go ahead. Perhaps you are one of the lucky ones who are not harmed by Sigismund's presence in Bohemia. Maybe you don't mind selling a piece of your conscience by ratting us out. As for me, I will go to the town hall with my head held high. But you?
Yeah, don't worry. I was just teasing you. I think the same of Sigismund. Tell me about your operation here.
We are who we are, and we do what we do. Like the early church of Jesus' apostles, in unity and fidelity to his words. I'm in charge. I plan all our missions. Goliath is the muscle. Knuckles, well, he mostly complains. But he also knows his way around locks. But we're all equal. We share the profits equally, but we don't do it for the wealth. We want to drive Sigismund out of this town.
How can I join you?
You want to join us already? I don't have to talk you into it. That's great. We're not particular about formalities. Let's just have a beer, and then you're one of us.
Here's to the Guild.
To the Guild! That reminds me. I'd like to throw a feast for the poor. The bigger the better.
Didn't you say you were just ordinary people with no money?
We are. And this is where Sigismund comes in. Because he's going to pay for the feast out of his own pocket.
That was a good one. How are you going to make that happen?
Me? No. You'll make it all happen. Listen carefully. Sigismund seized land down in the valley near Pach and built his personal warehouse on it, right under our noses as a provocation. There he stores fancy foods and gifts for his commanders, and for that red-bearded gob of his. Sausages, smoked meats, foreign spices, and more. Fancy delicacies from Italy, Hungary, Slavonia, and all the other shitholes where he owns land. While we're eating porridge and cabbage all the time. You will steal all the food you can carry from that warehouse. And as a nice token, you will leave there... Let's see... What would you leave there?
That cabbage you said you were eating all the time?
Brilliant! Get at least one head from the greengrocer and leave it there for Sigismund. Let him eat for once what we have in our bowls almost every day. But I'm warning you right now, no violence. Don't even think about slitting anyone's throat in that warehouse. The job isn't to punish some poor sod on guard duty. Is that clear?
Got it. What should I do with the stolen food?
You'll give it to the beggars. Let them feast like kings for once. It's not hard to find poor people in the town. Just go to the gates or churches, and you'll surely come across some. There are also tents full of them in Minor Street, Church Street or Cobbler Street. When you're done, come and see me, and we'll figure out what to do next.
Sigismund will be fucking livid he can't enjoy his fine sausages. Can I expect any help from you?
If you need some tools, stop by Knuckles. That's all I can help you with.
All right. I'll head out.
Good luck. Take care for now.
Doesn't it bother you walking around here like some kind of animal?
Well, it does. But I had no choice. Sorry.
Here it is.
Come and fight.
All right, then. Mole gets his share from the fees. But so, what would you say to a wee... You know, mighty kind of...
You got a moment, lad?
Get a move on
Come here for a word.
I have more feet than you when they have done. I have more feet than you when they have done. Ah, got you.
Kick his teeth out the side of his face.
You climbed into the wrong hole.
You shouldn't be out here alone like this. Things have been happening.
Excuse me. Such a wanker and he...
What do you mean, wanker?
Just you wait. Here, take the money and...
Come here for a word. You're new here, aren't you? Has Chenyek talked the head off you all?
We spoke.
I'll give you some good advice to start with. Don't listen. It's just bullshit. By the way, they call me Knuckles.
It sounded pretty convincing to me.
Aye. Chenyek can sweet-talk people like no other. I mean, Chenyek talks about sharing stuff fairly and how we don't do it for the money. But you know what? It's horseshit. It's every man for himself down here. Even if... And Chenyek just...
Are you saying he lied?
More like, he didn't tell... I heard from friends that Sigismund has the kind of wine that you don't... I have a buyer for it. So if you bring it to me...
That sounds reasonable.
I knew we'd get... The wine is in a... If you find it and bring it to me, I'll... So think about it. The buyer I got is...
I'll look for... Chenyek said you could give me...
All that talk about... But when it comes to lockpicks, here's something you might find...
Thank you.
Lord be with you.
I'm Henry. Chenyek took me into your group.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Rat and I are the...
What does that mean?
We do...
Tell me about yourself.
I used to be a guard and I was running my mouth. But I wasn't very good at it. Chenyek and Goliath were strolling around.
Let me guess.
Yes!
What do you think of the...
The guild's the best thing that ever happened to this town. For us and...
What, crime?
Well, robbing a... When Sigismund's gone. Take care for now.
Would you like to raid...
Do I know?
Well, no. Not yet.
Zarvik.
Well,
for all I care.
Here's something to...
Oh, it's pretty damn thick.
Another drink?
You're a fella I don't meet every...
Do you feel like it?
Yeah, not really.
Should we fight?
But what do you say to a bet?
Good idea.
Sacre. Well, I trust you. If worse comes to worse, I'll lose. Hurry up. I have to take a...
Kick his teeth out the other side of his face.
Cheers.
I'm sorry.
Good fight?
Good, good. Or is that from the drink? You get the whole bet.
I'm the best one.
Shall we fight?
No problem. So, come and bet. You can't take any groceries to the grave anyway.
What do you think is one of the number one
Well,
most
what?
played
Now.
artists in
Rip
his
gut!
Even our Mark Barrett could be him. Even our Mark Barrett could be him. Take him down! Even our Mark Barrett could be him. Even our Mark Barrett rip his guts out. Punch his face in.
Hey!
Even our Mark Barrett could beat him.
Excuse me?
Thinking of buying a rope. Maybe a...
You lousy bastard! I've been crushing men's bones for so long, and then this squirt comes along and... Fuck me!
You know how it is. Everything has to end someday.
Yeah, fuck you. You should tell Mole about it. His head's gonna explode when he hears you beat me. Maybe I'll inherit this place then.
I apologize.
What do you need?
I won all the fights.
No fucking way! Goliath isn't the undefeated champion anymore? Who'd have reckoned?
Couldn't last forever.
Anyway, the reward is yours. Here you go. One for Damian, another for Zavish, the third for Goliath, and a fourth one, just for surviving.
Thanks.
They have similar, but much more boring, entertainment in Horshan. Young Brutans runs things there. Tomlin. And I heard blokes from Prague and Miskovitz were recently in a brawl. I don't know who won, but it must have been a pretty dance.
Thanks for the advice.
Anyway, you beat the best here. But that's not going to discourage them, so feel free to come back sometime. If nothing else, people like to gorp at it. And when their throat dries out from all that kibitzing, then business is booming.
What's new in the...
Nothing much.